been to Home Bargains. I've been to Poundland, but that's not all I found. Happy New Year, everybody, one and all. Welcome to my New Year haul. Well, it's not often I get sucked into an advert and have to go out and find what it was in the advertisement. But in this situation, I really felt compelled to pop into a shop and have a look, see if I could find myself this magazine. As you can see, it's all about Dinky toys, the classic Dinky toy collection magazine, and this is issue 1, and this is the Triumph TR2. This is awesome. What an awesome thing. A little die-cast car replica of an old Dinky toy. Me being me, I had to get a spare one just in case anybody else out there that I know might fancy one, and also this gives us a chance to open this up and have a look inside the magazine. First of all, have a look inside the magazine, full of information. It's got all the usual gizmo stuff to send away and get you free this and that. It's got a nice little garage actually you can send off for, and some petrol pumps and all other bits and pieces. Of course, it all costs money. We worked out that if you bought every single copy of this over the period that they're suggesting, probably quite a few issues, but it's going to work out at around about £900 you'll have to spend out your pocket to get the whole set. Good luck on that. I don't think I'll be doing quite that yet, but it gives you a nice little rundown on the die-cast history of the model itself, which is nice. The little backstory there on Dinky. Gives you some of the variations of this particular model, which is awesome. As you can see down there, it came in a little 5 set. Well, there was 5 cars available in this racing set. Very awesome. When I was on Instagram, it made me sound very intelligent because I knew all about the car, but it was only because I'd read this magazine. As you can see there, it's got lots of actual information on the real car as well. Actually designed for the American market of all things. You can see there's some Americans actually having a little drive in the 1950s. So there you go, a very useful piece of kit. Don't let the price put you off if you see a car that you like, particularly those ones there. I know Mark's got some of those already. If you see some of this that you like, just go and buy it. This is number 3. This is out in number 2. I do like that one, and I will be looking for it. Right, the model itself comes with a box, as you can see, and the car actually fits inside the box, which is awesome. And I've chosen to keep mine with its box because it's going to be more useful that way, and I've actually dropped the box already a few times. So let's have a look and see how the car has handled it. And there she is, all up close. Nice little die-cast driver wearing 1950s style racing equipment. The cockpit itself is quite plain. Of course, remember this is actually modelled on the original piece. I have it in good authority that these aren't perfect, of course, because the original pieces were a lot heavier, and obviously die-cast techniques have changed over the years. You can see on the base there, this the base is actually made out of kind of a tin plate. Would have been made out of tin in the old days. Would have gone rusty very quickly. So when you find these models, quite often they have rust on the bottom. It's a good indicator also of their originality. So this is D'Agostini, care of Mattel, made in China. Of course, the original would have had Meccano and made in England on there. But overall, what a lovely piece. For Christmas, I got this. This is from my father-in-law. Every Christmas he likes to give me something to do with my hobby. And this year he found issue 1 of Die-Cast Collector magazine from November 1997. absolutely fantastic. But even more fantastic was that the car was still connected to the front, albeit a little bit damaged. And the best thing of all, whoever had this before had tried to get the car out the bottom, so I think we're going to do the same. Let's see if we can get it out. It's the first time I've actually managed to get it out, and there she is. Look at that, an old 1950s Beetle. What sort of scale is that? It should be around about 1/43 scale. There we go. It's an old Lado piece. Special Lado did a lot of, as you know, the Lado was the ex-Matchbox crew, but they did lots of promotional pieces for other companies in order to keep themselves floating along. Unfortunately, this one's got a little broken piece on the back there. But yeah, it's an old, what, I suppose 1950s. I'm going to call it a Kaffa, and that's for Thomas out there, because Kaffa's what the Germans call their Beetles. Let's have a look, see what side it's on. I'll tell you what, if it's got a right-hand drive, we're going to call it a Beetle. Oh, it's a Beetle, look, there we go. I was going to say if it's a left-hander, we're going to call it a Kaffa. Well, there you go. That is awesome. Let's just compare it in size to the TR2. Wow. See, the little TR2s are quite small really, aren't they? Must be quite a large scale Beetle. Who knows? Who cares? Let's see what was going on in 1997. There we go. Lots of Lado and other bits and pieces, of course. Random flick. Oh, there's a bus there. Did you see that? Oh no, look at these. Restorations and renovations. It was all going on. There you go. So collecting die-cast is as old as you like. Look at that. Of course, back in this period, die-cast collecting little cars was a lot more popular than it is now. But there you go. The old boys are still keeping it going out there. Wow, look at those. Very nice. And of course, good friend Mark Ravon, he also writes for a magazine, and I'm going to pass it over to him right now. Happy New Year, Mark.
Hello and welcome to another one of my little slots, so to speak, and I'm just going to talk to you about these marvellous Lancia models that have appeared in Home Bargains over the last couple of months. I went into the Home Bargains in Hounslow, which is not a million miles away from where I live. And they'd had a fresh load of stock in, so it gave me the opportunity to catch up on perhaps one that I'd missed the first time round. So this one here is the Lancia Aurelia from around about 1954, I think it is. No, 51. So incredible level of detail. Now I'm going to tell you that these models are selling in Home Bargains for £2.99. They are made by Solido, and Solido models are not generally cheap. They are good value, but they are not cheap, and usually selling for somewhere in the region of about £20. These are £2.99. Incredible paint finish, detailing, okay, accuracy is all there, and a charming model. You know, I mean, these are actual. I think they are actually lenses on the back there. Not sure. Could be painted over chrome, but superb. So that's that one there. This is the packaging that it comes in, each one of the models. So you've got the information there. Now I think that these were sold actually in Lancia dealerships in Italy, because this is all in Italian. And I've never seen these before, and for them to come through Home Bargains means that almost certainly this is stuff that has been clear. It's overproduction, unsold stock. They just needed to dispose of it, and Home Bargains through their buying team have obviously managed to get hold of it. So you get a cardboard slipcase that comes off and reveals a nice tin. Okay, so the value is all adding up here, and it's still £2.99. I mean, this has to be, if you're a die-cast model collector, has to be one of the bargains of all time. Okay, let's take the lid off, and you've got a sort of faux velvet vac form protector that will go over the top of the model to keep it safe. This one's mounted in at a slight angle. This is the one I got yesterday from in Hounslow. The other one was bought in Hounslow as well. All the information in Italian. Okay, not easy, not difficult to translate these days, because you can put it into Google and it'll translate it for you. And this is, as it said, a 1934 Lancia Astura. Don't quite know what that means, but I'm sure someone knows. But look, more detail. Look at this, masking on there. Presumably that is silver over black, or black over silver, or what? I don't know. But, you know, great detail. Turing number plate on there. A car that I'm not familiar with at all. Lancias are not one of my strong points in terms of knowing the history. But, you know, you've got a Lancia badge on there, which almost certainly is there. Black tin radiator. Full detail. Exhaust pipes. Look, they're not moulded on. They are separate pieces by the looks of it. Exclusive series, that says, obviously in Italian. So I reckon that was something that was available in Italy through dealerships in Australia, Italy rather, and we're lucky that they didn't all sell, because they've ended up here in the home bargain shops. So a shorter little video than perhaps I normally do. Maybe a blessing for some of you, because you might think, oh, when's this bloke going to go off, and when can Count 5 come back on again, or I'm just going to fast forward. But no, and the jokes aside, this stuff, you know, is worth me droning on about, just to enthuse and to let you know that, you know, check out Home Bargains. Chris has mentioned this before. Count 5 has mentioned it many, many times. Home Bargains is the place to go and check for your die-cast bargains. You know, Poundland used to be like this. You'd be able to go and buy all sorts of really great stuff. I remember picking up Hongwell stuff. They used to do 143 scale minis, racing minis. Fantastic detail. I've got a few of those. Carorama stuff used to be in there all the time. But unfortunately, Poundland now these days is just not as good as it used to be. And in fact, you know, getting hold of Matchbox now is proving to be a bit of a difficult thing, as well as Hot Wheels. So new owners, new ways of doing things, and perhaps sadly also, you know, from the latest news about the owners, the new owners of Poundland, they're having problems. I do hope that Poundland won't go under. But Home Bargains, if you can find one, is the place to go. And look, this is the main reason. If you can get hold of these whilst they've got them, get them. You know, even if you're not into Lancias. I'm not really into Lancias, but I mean, you've got to see, you know, the point I'm trying to get across. If you don't, then bang your head on the table and, you know, realise what I'm saying. Great models, great price. You know, don't let them collect dust on the shelves. Clear them out, for God's sake. You know, keep well, and like I said, Home Bargains, it's the place to go. I'm not even getting a commission. See you next time. Okay, bye.
Oh yes, I do, Mark. I definitely do. I love a bit of Home Bargains, and that is where I found all of these lovely pieces. At last, My Home Bargains has got them in. I was probably a little bit late to the party because I'm not sure if all the pieces that I wanted forever were there, but I did manage to pick up this Subaru WRX STI. This is a brand new model for me. It's quite new in the Majorette lineup as well. Very, very cool. These are £1.50 a pop as well, if you're interested. So you need to get yourself down to Home Bargains if you want to really get the bargains in. Got a lovely Challenger as well. This is also available in this colour scheme. You can get it in Morrison's, I believe, in their £2 lineup, which I believe has gone down to £1 now, which is interesting. Found this. This is one I saw in America when I was at Toys R Us in America. I didn't pick it up there. I kind of regretted it, and it was lingering in my mind. And then I discovered that Home Bargains was selling them, and I waited. And I waited. And finally the wait paid off. Beautiful Camaro. And probably the best one out of all of these from Home Bargains for me was to find the beautiful Mercedes AMG G63 wagon. Been waiting for this one a lot. And it's already out in various variations. I've already seen online that you can now get it in a 5-pack. I don't think I'll be chasing all the different colour variations, but I wouldn't mind the black one if it's ever out there. I think you can get that one in Germany. What a beautiful piece. The wife, yes, Mrs. 5 struck gold. Check this out. She was abroad in the Emirates. She came back with this. This is like one of 9 you see there, and there's lots and lots of different variations and varieties of these cars out there. This is the Nissan GTR, as you can see, in its police livery for the Dubai Police Force. There it is. Nothing on the back in case you're interested, but there is a price. Duty free, 19 Dubai diddlies. There you go. Not sure the currency out there, but this is going to be a hard one to crack because I don't have any of these at all. Majorette Australia finally posted the right piece. Now if you remember, they sent this one here accidentally. They let me keep that one. There you are, look. Majorette Australia. They let me keep that, and they actually posted the correct items finally. So I'm going to do an opening video, another opening video just of SOS vehicles. As you can see, oh look, it's got the police variation on the Subaru. Yeah, I'm going to do a separate video of all the SOS vehicles, including this piece that was sent to me by Thomas, Frisians 71. So that's a complete video there, just for those 3 together. Oh, let's have a look and see what I found in Poundland. Oh yeah, here we go. Not a lot actually, but I did find this piece here. Wow, having it out the box. This is a international card by the looks of things. So, not the American stock. Let's get it out. Oh, oh look, it says KO5 on the base. Right. Wow, that is sublime in fuchsia. I've got your fingerprint straight up. What a piece. Lovely stuff. To hand, I do have the Majorette version of the very same car. Whoa. Wow. What's the chances of that? Fantastic. That's the SRT Hellcat. What's this one called? This is called a Dodge Challenger. It's just the basic Challenger. I do love this casting from Matchbox actually. I'm kind of collecting Challengers through the ages from Matchbox. It's a lovely, lovely casting, and it's amazing how Matchbox have managed to keep the license together for this one. got myself a tuk-tuk. Haha! I could not believe it. I found one tuk-tuk on the day and I took it away, of course, because I just had to have one. You know I like motorbikes, you know I like taxis. This is a combination of the two. And who out there would have believed that I would have found another one? Oh yes. So we can have a closer inspecciono. It's been really hard taking photographs of this piece actually lately. The weather is so bad at the moment. We just had Storm Eleanor just to cheer us up. So there's no good sky. But the only good thing is there is a few good puddles around. Who knows? I'll try and get some puddle pictures. But this is a cute little piece. And does anybody out there know why a tuk-tuk's called a tuk-tuk? Because I'm going to tell you later on. There she is. Beautiful attention to detail. Probably not the best looking tuk-tuk ever, but they've kind of given it, they've got the character, haven't they? It does look cool. Hot Wheels in Poundland. That's it. That's all I could find. Interesting labelling on these. It looks like it's Japanese, I would guess. Not 100%. But it's on an American card, which is very interesting. But then again, I say it's an American card and it's in international language. And it's also been set up for Mattel East Asia from China. So that's Chinese. It's not Japanese at all. It's Chinese. What's going on? So there we go. Poundland have been purchasing all of China's Hot Wheels. I'm going to get this one out because I've never seen a quad rod quite like it before. There we go. I suppose the cardboard collectors out there will probably enjoy a bit of that, but it's just a sticker. It's nothing, nothing more. So here's the quad rod. Never seen this before. As you can see, it says quad rod on the base. It's nice metal base, metal on metal. This is also a metal top, I believe, with a little bit of plastic sandwiched in between, and that forms the black parts. So it's pretty cool actually. It's kind of in scale with most of their pieces. Would look nice with the rider on. I suppose it's probably out there with the rider somewhere. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, to coin a phrase. And of course, what video will be complete without a visit to some of the major consortiums? Found this one in Asda, prompted by my friend Mark. He kept on showing this one on his Instagram account. He painted it all up and given it a custom job. Hopefully he will show that one to us at some point in the future. But for now, I had to get myself a Hellcat. Didn't give it much chance in the box. The box is pretty boring. These short cards, I know people find them desirable, but it just obscures the whole detail aspect. So let's have a quick look around the Hellcat. Yeah, everybody's kind of dissing this one, but the more I look at it, the more I was enjoying it. For probably a fantasy casting, it is quite a realistic piece. These sort of vehicles do exist, made especially for our northern reaches, and you probably see these in northern Canada and the Antarctic, and even the South Pole, I should imagine, would have an Arctic rescue unit. And of course this one comes with some basic essentials. It's got fuel, it's got a yes, it's got a chainsaw, and it's got a kind of box there, probably a toolbox. I don't know what you use the chainsaw for, obviously, other than cutting trees. Perhaps the Hellcat goes around doing ice sculptures. Who knows? Someone's got to do it, I guess. It must be the driver and the crew of this Hellcat that perform that task. It's got a winch on the front there by the looks of things. Of course, all that's all part of the glass. Clever engineering from Matchbox, of course, keeping their castings down to a minimum of 3 pieces. Not bad at all. not bad at all. And following the Instagram situation, a lot of people on Instagram were telling us that Smythe's Toy Superstore had these Star Wars vehicles in. And of course I found them in America. And typically I did actually buy some in America, and probably a good thing too, because over here, these ain't cheap. This was a ridiculous amount of money. I think it was £6 or $6.99. Absolutely shocking. When you think that Asda was selling these for $3.49, and that's twice the price. So Smith's Toy Superstore, sort it out. Everything in there is ridiculously expensive. I don't care what you say. Some people are thinking it's cheap, but I don't. It's wrong. Really wrong. But they do quite a good selection of cars that I've never seen before in the UK, and lots of real riders. They also have the film car series. If the price hadn't been so expensive on this, I would have probably bought a couple of cars, and you would have probably got a better review on your pricing. But anyway, I'm going to open this one up. Of course, it comes in that set there. I do have this piece, that piece, and now I have that piece. These other three, that there is so tempting. That's tempting. That's not really that tempting, but it was there. Let's flick it open and have a look. Ugh. Goodness me, this is going to be hard to get off the card. Ooh, here we go. Ooh, got it, finally. Yeah, and I did not have one of these in my collection, so this is awesome. And here's the other side of this vehicle. Unseen by humans until today. Fantastic details around the front there. Yeah, Hot Wheels did a lovely job on this. I mean, people just love Hot Wheels because of this. Beautiful. It's swish and it's all customy. It's brilliant, really, isn't it? Look around the back, they've got a big old Ford emblazoned on the rear. What's that say down the bottom there? That's just some weird code, LFL or something. Look on the base, nice and heavy, metal on metal, rubber tyres, and ridiculously expensive. So K must be from this year. The year of 2017 is the year of the K. It's all going on. It's even got a skateboard in the back. Wow, that's quite trendy at the moment for Hot Wheels, this skateboard. But it's there, just in case you need to go skateboard. Problem. Oh yeah, in Poundland right now you can pick all of these up for £1 a pop. How awesome is that? I'm going to crack all of these open and have a look. Before cracking into these pieces, it's worth just having a look on the back and having a see at what is available in the range. As you can see, there's a Millennium Falcon. There's lots of Millennium Falcons out there. I find that the scale on that is a little bit smaller than these fighter vehicles. I would love to get hold of that U-Wing Rebel. That's looking good. And of course the Imperial Shuttle. I found a Striker. And that A-Wing looks good too. So I probably will, if I see them now, to complete my set, I'm going to pick up the extras, the pieces that I don't have here now. And of course there's the Mandalorian Talon Fighter, the Slave 1, Darth Vader's X1, and the Interceptor. Right, oh, loads of packaging there. Hot Wheels definitely not after saving the planet, but there you go. Just get the Sci-Fi track. Just going to literally show you what's in the package. Very tightly put in there. Goodness me. Some little Malaysian worker, someone must have put this in here. Aha, here we go. That's what's holding it all in. There we go. There's the TIE fighter. Wow, held together with one little rivet there. It comes with a base as well, which is very useful for display purposes. There we go, there's the base. I'm guessing that there sticks in the bottom of the base. There we go. Or does it move? No, it doesn't move. It just stays there rigid. It's got this little nylon insert here. That fits in the bottom of there. Somehow. Hold on. There we go. No. It's got to go like that somehow, isn't it? Hang on. There we go. Shows you there, doesn't it? Big one, little one. There we go. Oh. There we go. 10 quid, well £9.99, free postage, can't be wrong, and it's all the way from Hong Kong, China. Let's check it out. What's it gonna be? I know what it is. Can't wait. That's good. One a month. Okay, that came real fast. I ordered this on around about the 21st or thereabouts. Nice. Ready? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? It's one of them. Happy days. Must admit, everything has stopped while I crop into this. I don't care. eBay purchases. It's to me. You don't care. I'm gonna have a look. Anyway, this has literally just come through the door. This is what? Friday after Christmas. Oh, lovely. Wow. There it is. Fantastical. It's got them special co-mold wheels, double layer. It's got a way in and it's got a way out. Beautiful. Nice one. Oh man, I love it. The Nissan Skyline HT 2000 Turbo, made in Vietnam, 2016. Doesn't get much better than that, does it? Wow, the R30. So you've got a weird logo on the front there. You see that? Yeah, there it is. And it has got everything going on. If you can see all that lovely extra detail there. Those wheels are just sublime, of course. The only thing missing probably a little bit of black detail around the rear lights, but everything else is there. It's even got a little silver exhaust. Oh look, it's the Hot Wheel version. Wow. As you can see, the Hot Wheel version, now this is a £1.50 car. I'm going to say that because that's how much they cost, so you could probably eventually pick it up in Poundland. But look how wide it is compared to the Tomica version. The actual size wise, it's around about the same size. There we go, look. A little bit bigger. So the Tomica version is in 163. Hot Wheels doesn't say, but I'm going to guess that the Hot Wheels is probably about a 158er. And look how much wider it is. It's almost a whole wheel wider. That's the other thing about the Hot Wheels version, which a lot of R30 purists have noticed, is the flatness of the car. So if you notice, the actual contour of the car is quite flattened out in this version. I mean, it has got lots of lovely extra details there, whereas the actual Tomica version has thrown in what can only be described as the hump. And I would say that the Japanese styling is a lot more prominent on this car as opposed to the Hot Wheel version, which is close, but it doesn't quite get the cigar. But anyway, on that note, it's K5 saying thanks so much to everybody for watching my videos last year. Hope you continue to watch them this year. I'm sure I've got lots of good stuff to show you from the UK. So Happy New Year everybody, and ta-ta for now. guess everyone's sussed out that a tuk-tuk's called a tuk-tuk because it goes tuk, tuk, tuk,